IcyCat here once again with another in-depth operator profile. This time we're taking a look at the FBI Defender Castle with his Kevlar barricade panels to help lock down your team's defenses and keep the attackers out. Let's take a closer look at the best loadout and tactics for Castle now. So Castle's a defender for the FBI. He has a choice of the UMP-45 submachine gun or the M1014 pump-action 12-gauge shotgun. His choice of secondaries include the 5.7 USG pistol or the M45 with higher damage but lower capacity. I'm going to recommend the shotgun with the 5.7 USG. You have plenty of stopping power with the shotgun if you need to swap out to your sidearm, and you might be better served with the 20-round capacity it offers as a backup. If on the other hand you prefer to be a roamer, the UMP-45 will help you hold your own against attackers as you're separated from the rest of your team's defenses. While both secondary gadgets are good, I'm going to recommend the deployable shield, as Castle makes a good objective defender. Between his panels holding the fort and his shotgun at close range, the shield is going to give you that additional point of cover from anyone who does manage to enter the area. Castle's Kevlar panels are good on either windows or doors. This is the best tool to stop those annoying window breaches. Just rip down the original window barricades and throw these up instead. But the only drawback is that you'll kind of advertise which room you're in to people on the outside when they see the different barricade. But if they already found your location on the camera drone, it's not going to make much of a difference. The panels take very little damage from ballistic fire, and it takes about a dozen melee hits to break a full panel down. You can, however, knock smaller holes in the panels with a few hits, and this is a good tactic for defenders to make murder holes on long sight lines like hallways or whatever. What can take out panels, though, are breaching charges and explosives like Ash's launcher. Sledge can also take a panel out in a couple of hits as well, so that makes Ash and Sledge the most effective counters to Castle. While you can put on tandem traps on doors like you can with normal barricades like laser tripwires or nitrocells or gas, but since the panels are almost always explosively breached, you're probably going to lose the backup traps too depending on how close they are. So I think it's probably best to save those traps for other areas. Castle pairs up best with Mute. His signal jammers are going to block anybody that tries to get in that way, and they're going to have to come knocking through a wall the old-fashioned way. I'm not sure if Bandit can electrify the Kevlar panels or not. I don't know if they count as a conductive surface, so that's something worth trying when the game comes out. Likewise, I don't know if Fuse's cluster charges can penetrate it, or if it's too similar to a reinforced wall for that to work. I didn't get to try that either. When ripping down a panel with a crowbar, it takes about 2 to 3 times longer than a standard barricade to do. But when it is ripped down, it appears back in your inventory for you to use again, so you don't actually lose it in that instance, which is pretty nice. I like to use Castle as more of a stay close to the objective kind of defender. His shotgun is great for that. You can use it to open up holes in walls or panels or things like that, and the CQB advantage you get from him is great. One thing I like to do is send him topside as fast as possible to lock down any trapdoors that might be on any levels above us, and then have him come back down again once he's done that, and then he can put up some panels real quick. That way he stays close to base and he has enough time to kind of go out first, lock things down with reinforcement panels, come in and lock things down with the tighter Kevlar panels, and then finally throw out either deployable shield or barbed wire and just set up nice and close. His shotgun can then put out some holes in walls, create sight lines. You can even make the murder holes into the Kevlar panels as I suggested, and he's just a really great, like, close to the objective defender. And as mentioned, you could use him as a roamer if you wanted to. There's certainly nothing wrong with that, but I think he just shines the best when he's used as a close-up objective defender. So that's been our in-depth look at Castle for today's operator profile. So tomorrow we're going to have an exclusive interview with Rainbow Six Siege animation director Scott Mitchell, so be sure to come back and check us out for that. Later on this week, we'll also be doing operator reviews on Kapkan and Blitz, so make sure to check those out as well. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe so you stay up to date on all the latest information for Rainbow Six Siege. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.